Hey friends, in this video I'm going to take you through a Destiny weekly reset, so here's how it's going to go. I want to up this power level. I'm currently at 1324-ish when I put on my highest gear, but I'm about to go into PvP, so I'm going to use my PvP set. The Iron Banner is around. This is a monthly event where power level is enabled in PvP, and you can get different loot than usual PvP. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this quest, grab these bounties. It probably tells me to capture zones and use certain weapons and use supers and that kind of thing. So I'm going to do that with my team. I think I'm going to party up with Drewski and Glow and Sides and Wormy and Darth. Should be very fun. Yeah, that's going to be our 6 deck. I'll be playing healer in this. And as far as new gear goes, we have the Forge's Pledge Pulse Rifle. If I were to pick a role, I don't know exactly what I'd want, but we don't have the Vigon's Pulse anymore, so maybe Rampage or Multi-Kill Clip sounds the most compelling here. Then we also have the P-Spawn Sidearm, and honestly, Headstone is the only perk I want on this thing, just because I don't want to be using sidearms. They're just not as good as submachine guns, so I prefer submachine guns. And crazy enough, the best submachine gun in the game comes from Iron Banner. It's the Multi-Mach. Maybe I pull that immediately? Yeah, there it is. That went to Postmaster. Thanks, Bungie, for helping me out with this vid. So yeah, the usual flow of this video is going to be like jump cutting to me getting rewards. As far as what I want is Iron Reach with Killing Wind max range. That's not even close to it. What makes this really good is that this Model 8 Red Scope increases the zoom, and since the zoom is effective damage drop-off, it makes the gun feel really consistent to use, even when the stability stat is abysmal from those other perks. So what are my goals with this weekly reset besides just upping my power? It's to get specific gear like these kind of boots with very, very high stat rolls that enable builds. As you can see, I pretty much compromise nothing except intellect on this build. Has 100 discipline so that I can use the new Heat Rises on Top Tree Dawnblade, or so I can spam healing on Middle Tree Dawnblade, and it universally works on any subclass, so I'm really proud of this build. The interaction between Boots of the Assembler and Lumina means I can buff my teammates and myself for a damage boost, which allows me to run around body shotting with the snipe, or tipping my teammate's weapon to be from a 3-tap to a 2-tap. So this is one build. Another build I'm working on is Starfire Protocol, but I need a slightly better helmet. So I'm hoping that this week it drops a helmet that is compatible with the new Starfire Protocol build. Last season's build is still good, but they changed the cost of Scavenger, so Snipe now costs 5, which means I now have to shuffle around my mods. They also added some stasis perks like Utility Kickstart and Grenade Kickstart. Grenade Kickstart does not apply to Starfire Protocol because of the line of text that says when the grenade energy is fully expended. If you're using something that can carry 2 grenades, your grenade energy is never fully expended, so it doesn't work. So Starfire Protocol instead is going to use a perk called Impact Induction, which rolls on Solar Gauntlets, and then Bomber on the Bond, which also rolls on Solar. So where is it? Bomber. So I'm going to have to do slightly different math to make the stat splits I want, but what I'm going for on there is pretty much the same thing you see here, but probably 1 more intellect. So 4 mobility, 5 resilience, 10 recovery, 9 or 10 discipline, and 5 intellect. That's what I'm hoping to get. Without further ado, let's jump into this weekly reset and see if I move towards those goals.
Cam, what are you wearing? What is your...
I'm wearing a medic
What is
outfit.
He's a medic. He's a
I
nurse.
look like a medic.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, yeah. I mean, like, yeah.
He's a nurse.
I saw him on Twitter. He like found the closest thing to a maid outfit he could in Destiny and put it on.
I have an addiction to giving people.
Cam, you think this
around.
build can be good? Or the build you're using? Holy fuck.
Yeah. My build's really good.
That should be the intro to your video with it.
Oh, watch out, buddy. I might get you.
I'm going for
Oh no. Oh, good job. Oh, you got me. Oh, good job, buddy.
No, wow, he hit me with that, dude. This guy couldn't,
Nobody
Didn't
better
know-
be shooting at them.
or doesn't shoot at me. They will hit me with a throw move.
The
Rest in
fuck,
peace.
Howard Stark? I hear Lawrence going off.
Lawrence, no.
No!
Oh,
Drew!
my bad. That's on me.
It's okay, I got 5 supers.
You still get the kills. You still get a bunch of the kills. Yeah.
Alright, okay, that wasn't that bad.
Whoa. Whoa.
No distractions.
Whoa.
Alright, Drew.
Alright, Drew, alright, let's see your loot.
That sucks. No,
I
that
got
sucks.
it.
It's
That's
bad.
it.
It's bad.
That's the
It's
roll.
bad. It's bad. It's bad.
I don't
Yeah,
think
it's
it's
bad.
good. I think he's gonna be like,
It
is
Eye of
this
the
a good
Storm.
roll
It is
streamer?
Eye of the Storm. It is Eye of the Storm. It's not good.
Yep. Yep.
That's what I want. What the fuck?
Why
bad.
don't I have a Storm on a shoddy?
Because
Okay,
it's
I understand. That's pretty
Does it?
nuts.
Oh, bounties, right?
Bounties.
Something of sorts.
Alright, let's see what
Whippy,
this
whippy,
bounty gives me.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Gloves. And they're
I'm at
trash.
70.
Okay, making progress on my quest. Got the pulse done, the solar ability kill is done, and now halfway through sidearm. Here's a pinnacle. Steady hand. Oh, that's exactly what I needed, because now I get to buff Lumina. So I might be able to 2-tap. Okay, so now I talk to Lord Salad Bar, get my stuff, got a new pinnacle, and the last quest reward was a chest piece. And that one's okay, a little bit too much strength for my liking, so it's gone. I know Iron Banner gear has this extra bonus, but I don't consider that worth it right now, unless the gear is good. We'll see. If I want to be farming these enhancement things, I'm just going to do Nightfalls because they give me exotics at the same time. Now, if this said wearing 4 items gives you a chance for exotic drops at the end of a match, that changes everything.
Also gives
It's
you
honestly
super
way better than
energy.
what you're trying to do right now.
All right,
Yeah.
so imagine Ophidians, but you
Oh,
get
that's
like
all the
gun
bounties.
stats instead of handling.
Let's go.
Like
It's a
damage.
helmet.
Wait, it boosts damage, right? Or am I thinking of a different exotic? I'm thinking
Yeah,
of the
it's like
energy
rampage.
weapon.
That boosts
right?
damage.
Oh, is that it? Is that the?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
What's the
Pinnacle.
energy weapon one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that it?
I
Yeah,
can
it's
play
Pinnacle.
normally.
Okay.
I know.
Okay, that was the last match. I get to talk to Salad Bin at the tower.
Oh, he's doing the neck.
we all
Cat
done?
dance. He's doing the cat dance. Let's go.
Caramel dancing.
Jeez.
Ooh, 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 ooh,
I need that emote. Like, I've never needed an emote.
If we are forced to watch the trials login thing, we all need that. We'll automatically put the opponent on tilt.
Oh my god. Automatically put people on tilt.
Yes.
I just know I'm
You already fixed
salivating.
that problem.
Just know I'm salivating.
So with Iron Banner done, we moved on to the raid. Yeah, we pretty much just stand on these capture points to open up the Vault of Glass. If you played this in Destiny 1, you know what I'm talking about. If not, it's pretty straightforward. We can just have conversations for 99% of the raid. And there we go, the vault is open. Let's go claim my loot. And then maybe secret chest? I don't really like that one. I want auto-loading holster, if I'm gonna keep it. Okay, yeah, let's go to the secret chest. That's why I'm here. Armor. Let's check this. That's what I'm talking about. That's fantastic.
Dude, get off the ledge, you freakazoid.
Here, I'm gonna hit him with the
No.
sword to knock his ass off.
It's so close.
Wait, what the fuck? I think we. Oh,
Oh no!
I think you
kill him,
fucked
let
up
me kill
bad,
him.
Cam. I don't know if that was the move, bro. I don't know how to explain what just happened.
No!
Just sacrificed. Oh no.
Yo, wait, what?
I was pushing it off the map. Cam decided, oh, I'll sword him to push him off, and then the Minotaur warped inside the conflux. I don't know how to explain what just happened. I can't make that up. It sounds like I'm making that up.
It does sound like
Wait, what? Say that again. Say that again.
I'm gonna push it to our left.
Okay.
Yo,
Yeah, we'll go that
feeding
way.
frenzy procs off of reservoir
Let me
burst.
blind him
That's
again.
dope.
Oh fuck, he bonked him. Alright, he's blind. I'll
Did
say,
that?
just be careful, because if you fall off the map here, it happens. That spot's fucked up. There we go. He fucked off.
Alright, now
Alright.
It makes like a death sound too. It goes.
So did they disable this from the steps yet because of easy boss kills? I don't know.
Nice.
This guy.
Yeah, we pushed Vog off the vault. How'd you know?
We really do though.
Come on, push Vog, push Vog, Vog.
Pushing Vog
Trying to
since
push
day
Vog,
one.
push Vog. Dude, he's like anchored to the floor.
No!
Fucking noob.
I done myself.
Oh.
Quick, win the
Oh,
encounter
oh.
before I die.
Playing chicken, dude. I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing
I
it.
was literally just not paying attention. I'm not gonna lie.
You
to
guys
you.
are fu-
All right.
So,
Jump.
just finish it, guys.
Finish him off. I really wish there was a post-game damage screen. I want to roast somebody.
Still blind.
True.
Enjoy your loot, Will.
Yes.
Hope you get the
Hasn't-
Vex.
It
hasn't
is not
Fogger.
Mythic Last.
I gotta
No.
Yeah, I think you guys is going crazy, man.
We're approaching the temple, Petra.
They won't wipe us.
Ooh, a helmet.
Just put up.
Yeah, that's good
Good
with me.
shit.
Sorry. What
You
were
are
we?
Shutter Hand Cannon.
I don't know.
Okay. Cool. Nice. Good talk.
That's unfortunate.
Great talk.
I didn't get a great one, but I have one that's okay.
A decent one.
Like a slide shot opening shot, but it's not what I want.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
that's
I care
actually
less
pretty
about
good.
opening shot.
Alright. Put it on.
I care less about opening shot. I'll put it on a sec.
Yeah. But the range bonus when you stack slide shot and opening shot is pretty noticeable.
Bank the moats.
For one bullet on a one.
Bank the
It's because of
moats.
the way the
It's not
damage
gonna
adds
happen,
up.
Cam.
It extends your 3-tab range. because of
Bank
way
the
the-
moats.
Get it right.
There's certainly movements in Destiny.
Not the great ones.
Stop. Stop.
Wait, yo, Wormy, you play Valorant, bro? Hey, I actually
bro.
made Jet. Shit.
Oh, this seat can be drained. Okay, the more you know. I was like, I wonder what else, what other quest is here on this. And then I see the fact that this collectible.
Oh, have you guys done your prophecy?
No.
No,
down to do that next.
That's the plan.
I haven't done a prophecy either.
Oh, speaking of Bone Chiller,
Even this rapid fire fusion is so much damage.
dead.
Oh, a chest piece. That's exactly what I needed.
Same here.
Just don't panic.
Keep getting helmets. This is bad. Another helmet.
Alright, chest piece unlock. Next up, Hawkmoon or DMT.
I reckon in the time it'll take, I can probably go
Yeah,
find
dude.
a girlfriend, go get married, probably find my dream job.
Dude, you can finish the entire One Piece anime in the time it takes for this Pinnacle to appear. Including the director's cut and the bonus
Yeah.
scenes.
And the OVAs in the movies.
Yeah. You can get about halfway into Naruto too.
What, Naruto Part 1 or Shippuden?
Yes. The one where he becomes the Hokage.
Okay.
I'm just doing that so I get more comments on my video. Helps for the analytics, the algorithm. Oh, finally.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, it was the energy weapon too. Man, that really helps my next character. So at this point in the vid, I am finished with Pinnacles, just touched down on the Dreaming City. I am at a 1328 gear score, and I'm bringing high power level weapons onto my next character to up their average gear score, which means that there's going to be some 1330 drops on those characters. That's the PvP build. What I am accomplishing on the Dreaming City is I go talk to Pet Revenge, grab some bounties. I don't do the mission anymore, and I definitely do not do the blind well, so I don't know why I picked that one up earlier. Past that, My interest here is in the Shattered Throne dungeon since it has an exclusive perk pool on weapons, which allows for the Vorpal Weapon perk to drop on weapons. And Vorpal Weapon adds extra damage to enemies and supers in PvP, and that comes up a lot for me. Although it's a niche perk, it does come up a lot. So I'm hunting a Waking Vigil with high caliber rounds in Vorpal Weapon, and a Retold Tale with Quick Draw Snapshot, Quick Draw Surrounded, or Quick Draw Vorpal Weapon. I'll take any of those. I already have one with Demolitionist, and it's one of my most used shotguns. Sometimes in these random chests you can get a tincture, and that is very valuable. So I'm just going to jump into this right now. I'm going to go to maybe todayindestiny.com, check what the Ascendant Challenge is, which is in the Aphilion's Rest, which is over here. So that's where we're headed. You can feel free to do these along with me. I'm not like optimizing it for general use, but rather for my own use. Because at the end of the day, all I'm really going for is a helmet, and once I get that helmet, I don't have to do these anymore because I play enough to do pinnacles and powerfuls naturally, based on just whatever I find fun. I already hopped on my Hunter. The last season was called Season of the Splicer, and it had an umbral focusing system, so I call it the umbral oven in the helm. You can focus engrams to deterministically drop things, and one of those things is high stat roll armor with a specific stat preference, like for example, recovery. So I use the 3 focuses I get per week on high stat roll armor from Season of the Splicer. So I run 3 of the Tartarus overrides, a speedrun strat where you just sword over the entire map, finish it in about 4 minutes, 3 minutes if I'm really fast, and it gives me a little bit of the seasonal material called decrypted data. I don't think I have any in my inventory right now because I just used 450. It costs 150 a piece to do on the recovery armor, and so I rolled 3 recovery armor on my Hunter and got literally nothing. So the reason I go on my Hunter first for those kind of things and not my Warlock, even though I would really appreciate a high stat roll helmet on my Warlock, is because my Warlock has 1 build, my Hunter has none. And when I say a build, I mean a finalized PvP build that I'm willing to take into endgame PvP, not a stat or perk is out of place, and it works with a variety of weapons. So that's what I count as a finalized build. Let me pop my tincture. So I want to finalize my Hunter with the Gemini Jester, kind of as an off-meta strat that is very effective with my teammates. It's pretty much a communications check. It takes away the enemy radar, and normally it annoys my enemies enough that they also pull Gemini Jester. So it kind of plays like no radar competitive. So for that reason, I want Gemini Jester because I refuse to play team-based PvP without a radar break. It really helps my team to be able to get some control over the match and punish people who sit in one place and don't move. It's still an off-meta strategy and requires a lot of practice, but I'm willing to put in the practice this time. So there's Toland. I think I have a bounty for this.
Do you hear them respond to your
somewhere here. I don't really worry about the loadout. I'm using my PvP loadout. As long as I don't die, not really punished. Gonna keep this grenade out because it extends my float. So yeah, my Warlock has a finalized build. My Hunter does not. My Titan does have a finalized build, but it can't really flex for sniping, which is what my team wants me to do as of late. So as a result, I do need to farm just a little bit on my Titan. My Titan has some god armor, so it's not going to be difficult. Just do a little bit of prophecy, and maybe it moves 1 stat point where I need to, and I'll let the rest of the great armor work in its place. Okay, so I think I have 1 more blight, maybe 2 more blights. Then I break all those crystals in the middle, and then I am done with the Shattered Throne. I think I have enough juice to make it out here. Yeah, there we go. I played Top Tree Dawn a lot in PvE. You can argue that Top Tree Dawn got a buff because heat rises is 5 extra seconds, and you should keep heat rises up the entire time. That's consume a grenade and get in-air accuracy. That Vex range is phenomenal. I was expecting it to kick more than it did. Hipfire is kind of trash though, but that's because I'm comparing it to DMT. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Unlucky. Okay, so break all the crystals. I'm done. It's been a long day of PvE. Killing wind, explosive payload. Not really interested in that. What I am interested in is turning in my bounty in the Shattered Throne so it counts as a Shattered Throne drop. And since at any moment's notice... Wait. Tolan located in the Ascendant Plane. Ah, felt like I did that. Maybe I had to stay by him. I don't really care to go back for that. I'll do the Shattered Throne another time. All it takes is one drop to be worth it. If only that I had a 60 total instead of a 50. Like, that is borderline offensive to get a 50 roll when I'm sitting here with a recovery armor set that says more likely to drop with higher recovery. I mean, I guess that was higher recovery, but the total was garbage. For it being a dungeon, that was kind of trash. Okay, past that, I think I will wait for a group to do Shattered Throne and then Moon Dungeon, but since it's not a Pinnacle, I can just wait for another character when I have a group of 3 on. When that happens, I run through Shattered Throne, then I checkpoint Pit of Heresy, the boss, since Pit drops high stat roll armor at the very end of it. Past that, this has been one of my 3 characters in Destiny, and I will keep you guys posted on this kind of thing if you like to see my weekly progress. There's going to be a point where I kind of acquire everything I want to and I stop doing Pinnacles. But there are a couple odds and ends that I farm on my own. For example, the Bone Chiller Shotgun, the Biting Winds Bow, the Empty Vessel Grenade Launcher with Blinding Nades and Autoloading Holster. That is something I wanted forever in PvE, essentially a solar version of this. I really don't care what the end perk is as long as it has these 2. And then, what other odds and ends? Any other things on my wish list? I guess exotic armor from Grandmaster Nightfalls when they drop. Once I free up vault space, I would be tackling Master Vogue for a couple specific roles on Fatebringer, Found Verdict, and Hazen's Vengeance. Maybe I'll get a PvP corrective measure. In the Tangled Shore, in the Cryptolith, that is this thing right here. I want a Friction Fire with Vorpal Weapon and Max Range Threat Detector. I will get a Corsair's Wrath if I need one for a GM. I will take a Blast Batu with a very specific set of perks and stats. I forget exactly what I want, but I had a screenshot of it. And then in terms of Splicer gear, I will take a Tube Grenade Launcher with just Slide Shot, kind of like this one. Just a slightly better perk and maybe a double perk here. So to get that, I have to do Corrupted missions. And so if I do Corrupted Tartarus each week, there's a chance that an ignition code drops with both Slide Shot, Blinding Nades, and then 2 perks right here. So that I can save a little bit of vault space and not have to keep 2 of these. That is important to me. So yeah, there are still things for me to grind for, some side grades. For example, I could get a Bone Chiller with Assault Mag here instead of Light Mag, or a Handling Masterwork here, while I'm farming for the bow. Never know if I'm going to get it, but I'm perfectly okay with the one I have for now. Any other thing before I close this video, just because I know I get a lot of these questions in my Twitch chat as to like, what are you grinding for? I feel like if I do these more frequently, I'll get those questions less. So the reason I want the bow is because of Swashbuckler with max draw speed, or the fastest draw speed. I just find that to be the most lethal bow in PvP at the moment. In Gambit, I want a Borrowed Time with max range and rangefinder, since it caps the zoom at 16.5 with that, which means that it's almost on par with Multi-Mock, but in a more favorable archetype. I actually have a pretty good one I will drag to my inventory right now. or just show you in dim. So borrowed time. This is one I specifically grabbed for Iron Banner with Surrounded and Threat Detector, and then this one has Rangefinder Frenzy, Armor Piercing instead of High Cal, and Full Bore. I will take Hammer Forged, High Cal, Rangefinder, Frenzy, and a Range Masterwork if possible. And yeah, while those are very small stat additions, they do make a world of a difference on guns that you use every day. In Trials loot pool, I don't really think there's anything I want in particular, but I would go for a perfect Shayura's Wrath just because I enjoy that submachine gun. Again, thinking here, anything. Nope, the rest of it would be an armor grind, which I am not opposed to doing if it seems like I need just one piece to open up a build that I really want to use. Like if my hunter magically overnight gets a perfect Raiju's harness, then I'm sitting in the Prophecy dungeon until I have that build. Prophecy weapons that just came out, there is the Judgment Hand Cannon, which I do want with Demolitionist and Opening Shot, and then the Long Walk, which I just want with Ricochet rounds. So I'll go to d2gunsmith.com, type in the Long Walk, and show you exactly what I want on this thing. Needed the not sunset version. I like max handling on these, caps at 58. If I could get that down to 50, even 49, I would take it because that's the same as the Frozen Orbit. That actually looks the most optimal to me. I will alternatively take one with max range, since that is initial accuracy maxed out. And then for the other perk, I think Slide Shot makes the most sense. I like auto-loading holsters on all my snipes, and Slide Shot's the next best thing. Ricochet rounds specifically I want there so I could take pot shots down a hallway with extra ammo, and maybe it ricochets into a body shot. Since I run around with body shot weapons all the time, this just makes sense. It also is a 50 zoom scope, exact same thing I use on Frozen Orbit. Frozen Orbit drops in PvP, so I don't really farm for this necessarily, but I am just waiting for the day when I finally see one with this exact perk set. And as you can see, a 1 out of 12, 1 out of 12, that seems impossible to get. I'd even take Accura's rounds there. This is such a low percent chance of getting. I think the number is like 0.02%, something like that, and you don't even see these after every game. So I might never see this roll, but this is the roll I want. Because auto-loading holster helps so much with my pace of play. I feel like the time I spend reloading could be sprinting somewhere where I need to be, reloading a different weapon entirely, or using an ability, since I built my builds around having near 100% ability uptime in certain scenarios. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this lootation episode. I don't know what the hell I'm going to call it. This is similar to what like some of the RuneScape community does with their weekly resets and... or I guess weekly goals. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed this or if there's a specific idea I should employ in the next episode. Take care. Psych, you thought that was the end of the video. I forgot that I had a bunch of Iron Banner tokens left over. So here I am on my hunter. Here I am in my garage. Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab everything I need. Do I have to redo that quest? I'm pretty sure it just progresses faster. So I have filled my weapons up entirely because I don't care if weapons go to the postmaster. I'm only really after armor. The armor set does something special this time around, but I still don't think that's worth it when compared to Nightfall, so I'm just not even going to worry about it. I'm material rich. Anytime it's an armor piece, I check it. That one is super interesting. The problem is I usually use exotic boots. I do have high recov armor elsewhere, but recov is typically the stat that you want the most of, since it costs the most to apply mods to. Now that doesn't really matter these days because you usually have 1 point left over regardless, with like the modern stasis mods and whatnot. But what stat I want to minimize the most is resilience and strength. Why? Because resilience depends on the season. So if I can keep it at minimum 2, and I find that it's valuable later, I can just up it with resilience mods. to 5, or I can permanently play stasis or something like that. As of now, I don't think the meta calls for higher than 2 resilience on a hunter. You just have to accept that you will get body shot by damage boosted high impact snipers unless you spec into it. And it's important enough for me to spec into it if I know I'm playing a body shotting team. So let's see about that helmet. What am I capped here? 91. So I essentially need to end it on a 29. So it does end on a 9, which is going to be a flat 0. I could just do the math like this. So then I need mobility at 14 and recovery at 17. So 14 and 17. That's the magic number. That's pretty close. 14, 17. Now that we have a target goal for helmet, should be easy to tell at a glance if it's worth keeping. And that P-spawn sidearm is pretty cool with headstone. Pretty sure I mentioned that at the very beginning. Reese Walker. Drew actually got a very good roll today on that. He got a full choke, iron reach, max range, but with Eye of the Storm. And Eye of the Storm is an amazing perk. As Cool Guy says, no slander on this perk. Yeah, it's that good. You get damaged and it gives you improved handling, so, and accuracy. More importantly, the accuracy, because on the shotgun it will connect. But the handling, I personally notice a lot. I have it on a Fatebringer, and I want a different Fatebringer with that exact same perk. I want to go for more handling, since with the quick swap glitch nerfed, I find that handling is even more valuable, which is kind of the point. So now that I've got plenty of weapons in the post, I'm just going to look at all of them at once. Now that there's a multi-monk in there, so let's start at the top. Slide shot, gone. Gone. I'm really looking for a snapshot rangefinder on the machine gun, if anything. Hitting up multi-kill clip with a light mag. I feel like I own this roll already in my vault, so I'm just going to delete it. High cals is very important for me as well. Killing Wind Iron Gaze. I feel like I've had this one before too. It's honestly a really good roll, but I just personally value other things on mouse and keyboard. There's the headstone. That's exactly what I needed. Wow, that's really good for PvE. Just gonna run it like that. Perfect. So I'm gonna lock that. That's staying in the vault. Oh, there we go. You all just heard me talk about a... first of all, I am stunned that out of all the ones I got, this is it. But Retold Tale I wanted with a similar perk set to this. This is the same thing. This is the super bully shotgun. Again, I'm gonna keep this in the Postmaster. And you will see this in future videos because, yeah, I really hate dealing with supers. Speaking of heating up multi-kill clip, no handling sight. I know that you probably want range on that, but this might be it too. Nope. Too much stability. Wow, that is so good. And just for good RNG, I'm going to go ahead and masterwork this all the way. That way the game's like, yeah, he really wants to use that P-spawn. Give him another good one, just so it can burn through his materials. I know that's how the game works. Y'all don't have to tell me. Yeah, that's a perfect roll for me. So surplus will give it true quick draw as long as I keep 2 abilities up. And then Vorpal Weapon with the new keybinds means that I no longer would waste a melee ability if I'm going for shotgun melee cleanups on supers. Now, I wish that Vorpal Weapon rolled on the aggressive frame shotty so I can guarantee the 1-tap on the super, but if I'm going to have to shotgun melee anyway, lightweight might not be a bad option, or double tapping might not be a bad option. If that had 2 strength, I would have probably kept that, because it would probably work with my mods. Again, same thing here. That would have a split that would make me consider Khepri Sting or Graviton Forfeit on that type of thing. But Yeah, I already used Kepri Sting as an exotic gauntlet, so having good arms for it doesn't make much sense. You wouldn't give me 2 good Reese Walkers, would you? And that's it. Out of tokens. If only I won the one match I lost today. Okay, let's see. Killing one for all. Guess we'll go backwards on this. You know, the thing is, before I saw this one, I would have been very happy with this. So I'd be like, all right, I'll keep this in the Postmaster just in case I feel like bullying supers. Now that I know how Iron Reach works on these, this is a really compelling roll. I need to remember that Iron Reach and Snapshot and maybe like Small Bore can boost the range to max. I would consider a roll like this with ricochet rounds for the future, because max range on this snipe can give you 100% accuracy, full accuracy on that first shot. So it's essentially opening shot levels of accuracy. I'll watch that Massive Breakdown podcast with Chris Proctor. It's pretty good. Past that, again, there you go. Walked away with the Reese Walker, this Iron Banner, and it's not even over. I still have 2 characters and a lot of games to play. Take care, everyone. Hold on. I got this now. I have the caption.
Man, this is how I play old.
Face it, players be like...
Let's go!